welcome back to another redstone video. Today we are in once again inside of a creative testing world. Now today's video we are going to be doing something very related to what I'm holding here, redstone. Now as you may know or you may not know, the title clearly says Sahara in Bedrock. Yes, Sahara in Bedrock. I have created Sahara in Bedrock Edition or Pocket Edition. Yeah, you can see it's quite big behind me. And if we hop back to first person mode, we can show how this system works. Now, don't mind these command blocks. They are just here to give me the items that is for sale in this shop front here. Now this is obviously the shop front. Here we have a book. It says note for customers. I'm not gonna pop it out from there because in creative when I pop this out it just goes away. So if we read this, it says note for items observer and redstone torch, please drop 2 items for 1 order. Now what I mean is, if we look into this chest, you can see we are selling, oh dear, yeah, we are selling white stained glass chests, redstone torch, oh my goodness, redstone torches and observers, oh my goodness, yes. So I'm gonna be explaining why there are 2 of these redstone torches and observers in this chest and why we need 2 for 1 order. But obviously first, you guys are all interested in the ordering of the system. So let's give ourselves 1 piece of stained glass. Yeah, as you can clearly see here. And we're gonna put it into this hopper again. If you're on a desktop, you could easily press Q on the item inside of the chest, but because I'm in Pocket Edition, it's much more easier just to put it into the hopper. Now it's gonna be detected, and the lamp that says order received is going to be on. And then when we wait a while, the order would have arrived at the warehouse, like so. And then we would wait for the order to arrive at the shop, and then we would have to confirm it by pressing this button. Yep, there we go. You can see that mine cart coming here, and you see this lamp light up. It says order arrived at shop, please confirm. If we look into this minecart with hopper in here, you can see that we have 4 stacks of glass. Now all 4 of these items that we have for sale is going to be 4 stacks of items. The price, I don't really care, we are in creative, but you can set the price to anything for, well, whatever. So when we confirm this order, it would send a minecart along this way. It's going to pop up our shulker box, and then the light for order ready for collection is going to turn on. And you know, you can see your 4 stacks of glass inside of there. And if we take all but 1 stack, you can see that it still stays there, and when we grab this final stack, it gets popped off and is, well, not really picked up by the hopper, because again, I'm kind of trying to save space here. And that is basically it for Sahara and Bedrock. Now if we look down here, we can see that it would have gone through these hoppers and into this minecart with hopper here. And then if we put the glass back in there and take this shulker box, we can restock the system. Now there is a sign here that says press this button when done. This helps a lot. Now I'm not gonna press that button just yet. All it does really is to send this minecart through this this minecart track all the way to our shulker loaders. But now we're going to do another order. This time we're gonna do the 2 items one, which is redstone torch. Actually no, let's do the observer so it doesn't stack up in our inventory. So yeah, now you can see we have 2 observers, and this time we're going to see how everything works in the system. So if we put both of these observers in the items, in the hopper, you can hear some clicks. It would be dispensed into this water stream. It would land on that wooden pressure plate, activate this, which will send a signal all the way through. Meanwhile, the items will be sent into a item filter, which is going to then power the dropper, which is going to drop into this minecart hopper. Now, the pulse we have just sent has gone all the way around into here. That just powered our minecart hopper, and yeah, here you can see it. It has picked up the 4 stacks of observers we requested, and when we press this button, all will be fine, and it will pop up here just fine. Now, I'm not gonna go over the picking up thing, so I'm just gonna grab the whole shulker box. We'll restock that later. And now, your next question is going to be, can we do multiple orders? Now, the answer is yes, we can, for either the chest or the stained glass. The other 2, because, oh yeah, I was going to explain why we need 2 items for 1 order. So here is where our dispenser dropper systems are. You can see it's quite cramped. We have some weird resin going on hoppers, and that's not ideal. And because it's all janky and stuff, it can't function exactly like these. Now, I could easily expand this and make all of the items able to stack in orders, but I'm not gonna do that, at least not yet, because yeah, it's quite an effort. And here you can see that there's a sales chest, and if you replay the video, you can see that we have ordered 1 stained glass and 2 observers. Well, 1 observer, 1 box of observers, because you know it takes 2 for 1. But anyway, now let's put our 2 chests into the system, and when the items come by, it's going to give us 2 shulker boxes worth of chests, which is basically 8 stacks of chests. And then I could show you the shulker loaders and all that stuff. Okay, again, the order has arrived. I'm not going to show you what's inside of the minecart hopper, because we will tell anyway. It's gonna land on that hopper, spit out the things into that dispenser, and then yeah, we can collect. Oh, I don't have enough space. Let's just quickly get rid of these items here. There we go. And then we can grab 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of chests. It gets popped up, and our second order pops up here. So as you can tell, yeah, it works. And just a second here. Let me just put all 4 stacks of chests in there. Don't know why you would want to sell chests, but it's for demonstration purposes. So if we put it back into the stock here, and we take all of those shulker boxes back, we can load the system. For some reason the 4th lamp didn't manage to work. Let's try and reset that. There we go. And I could get rid of this and there we go. So yeah, now I'm going to show you basically how this system works by just going through all of it. So over here, it's basically going to dispense the items we put into the chest. And when there are items, you can see that comparator, that waterlogged comparator over there. That's one good feature of Bedrock. But it's going to detect and start a redstone torch clock down here, which is going to periodically power that dropper until all items are out. and then it's going to flow through the water stream. It's going to pop up here and scroll and go over to this pressure plate here. It's going to power this piston, which is going to send this pulse all the way around and power our minecart hopper, which is going to be filled up with items. By the time it gets there, yeah. And also it will also take the detection of the items inside of the dropper to power our light system, which I will go to in a moment. The system over here is indeed the item filter, which is going to go into a chest. Actually, first it's going to go for an item filter, and then it's going to go to this chest, which is then going to another item filter, which is going to power this dropper periodically. Now, the reason I have two item sorters is because the speed of which the chest's items flow into a hopper is just a bit slower than the speed of which the hopper's traveling speed is. So by the time the items inside of the hopper is gone, the chest's items would just be slightly slower and then drop to the hopper, which is going to power our item sorters twice, which is what we want. So we power the dropper twice. Now what we want to do now is to restock the items we have ordered. So this one is a chest module. Over here, this is our glass module, and then in the end here, it's our observer module. So for those of you who watch Hermitcraft, you would know that a certain CEO of architects really like to eat a sort of food shaped like this. Well, this system here would not be broken by random items, because if they aren't sorted, they would just end up in this hopper here, and they would end up in this really weirdly placed chest down here. So even if a customer accidentally drops their favorite diamond sword in there, they would not break their system. And of course, in the back here, we have a massive hopper line connected to these things, which are the shulker loaders. We put the shulker box in this hopper or this chest here. We're gonna put our items in here. It's gonna go for a comparator detector, and then it's going to keep going until it reaches 3 stacks and 55 items. It's meant to be 3 stacks and 55, but because of hopper delays and all that, it becomes 3 stacks and 56. So we want to make that into 4 stacks, which is 3 stacks and 64. So we have this dropper system here that's going to drop items into these hoppers into these shulker boxes. So we have 8 observers, 1 left, right, top, bottom. So they're gonna power individually after some delay, and just power that dropper to make our items 4 stacks in the shulker box. And then this dropper is going to power and then send it through to the massive hopper line. Now, it doesn't have to be a massive hopper line. It can easily be transported by water streams, but I just didn't want to do water streams because if I accidentally break a block, yeah, I really don't want to do that. So over here, this redstone blocky, quartz blocky area here is actually the lighting system. Now, one of these modules is actually a 2-way lever system. So when both of these inputs are off or on, they would not give an output. When one of them are powered, doesn't matter if it's this one or if it's that one, they are going to send a signal, which is going to power our lights. We're going to take an output from each individual stage of of um of these signs, and then we're going to run it into a dropper T flip-flop like this, and it's just going to send it into the two-way lever system. And that, my friends, is basically it. So let's hop to third person mode, and we're going to end today's video. So I hope you enjoyed today's Sahara in Minecraft Bedrock Edition video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. If you want a tutorial, be sure to leave a comment down below and subscribe if you're new here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I have quite a cramped recording schedule today. I'm going to be recording 2 more videos after this. So yeah, see you, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.